Hello. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Faith, and this is Faith's Girlfriend series. Always glad to have you back every week. And today we are talking about love languages. We started on that topic last week, and we'd like to continue on that same topic. But before I go back to the love languages, have you subscribed to this channel? Are you sharing the link with your girlfriends? Or for the guys who are watching this episode, please share with your wives, your sisters, your girlfriends, your workmates. Please share. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's all. The purpose of this whole girlfriend series is for to have happier women who have happier marriages. So thank you for joining me. So back to the love languages. Last week I introduced the 5 love languages. I did the first three. Um, Not necessarily the first three, but I introduced three, which is time, acts of service, and what else did I introduce? Time, acts of service, and words of affirmation. I know that I didn't talk much about words of affirmation, but there are those people who the way they feel loved is when you tell them, you affirm them, like tell them, I love how you do this, I love how you do that, I love how you take care of my children, I love how you provide for us. You tell someone that and they feel so loved and satisfied. There are people who just want to be appreciated. When you appreciate them, they feel loved. You give them a gift, not so much, but when you tell them, I love you, you tell them, I appreciate the work you do in this home, I appreciate when you iron my clothes, I appreciate how you take care of my mother when she visits. Those are the kind of people who thrive through words of affirmation. So, as I was saying last week, you need to know your own love language, and then you need to know your spouse's or your fiance's or boyfriend's love language, because your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend will not feel loved unless you're speaking their love language. In the beginning, they'll be that, oh, I'm in love, I'm in love. But then as the relationship reaches a plateau or the marriage, then the love languages are what sustain that marriage. That's how someone feels loved. That's how someone feels like appreciated. So now, so I talked a little bit about time. Those of us who time is our who love spending time with our spouses, that's our love language. If you feel at the end of 2 hours of just sitting with your spouse, you feel so satisfied and so in love, time is your love language. So today I want to go to the other two, because I said there are five. The other two are gifts and physical touch. Gifts and physical touch. So the total is five, the initial, but Google now, you'll see seven. Kenya, not Kenyans. People find ways to knowledge. Knowledge is perpetually evolving. There's always something new to learn. But I'll just stick on the with the five. So um, let's talk about those people who feel loved when they are touched. Touch meaning a hug, you hold their hand, put your hand over their shoulder. You know, there are people who, no matter how many gifts you give them, if there is no physical touch in the relationship, then they do not feel loved. So find out if you have a girlfriend, does she like ev- holding your hand all the time? That's physical touch. Is she always saying, "Oh, I want a hug, I want a hug"? That's your wife, please give her lots and lots and lots and lots of hugs. Hug her in the morning before you leave. Hug her in the evening as when you come home. Send her a few emoji hugs. Shortcuts. Yeah? Physical touch. Find ways to express love to your spouse through physical touch. Otherwise, they wither. And when you can always tell a wife who's not satisfied in a marriage. You can even tell, my teacher Eda says, you can tell from their face women who are not happy in their marriages because there is a certain glow that is missing. And I believe if we all understood our love languages and expressed how we want our spouses to love, we want them to love us, especially for you guys who are not married. You start from the very beginning, way easier. But even those of us who've been married for 15 years, like me, there's hope for you. There's hope for you. So if you love being touched, then tell your spouse, kuna venye I like hugs. Hold my hand as we walk, okay? Yeah, find ways to express your love for your spouse if their love language is physical touch. And the last one is gifts. Gifts is easy to understand. Yeah, gifts is easy to understand because uh, there are those people who, and most men assume every woman's love language is gifts, so they think that if they give you money, hmm, or buy you a car, you'll feel loved. And yet you see a woman who's married to a very rich man, meaning she's been given absolutely everything. Maybe she even gets flowers delivered every Friday. But her love language is not gifts. In the beginning, it's fun. Let's be honest. Who doesn't want to receive flowers every week? Who doesn't want to be sent for chocolates just for no reason at all? We all love that. But if that's not your primary love language, at some point you get tired of those gifts and pretty you become unsatisfied with where the relationship is going. So it's important. If your love language is gifts, Pia, I will call for understanding on your part because sometimes the economy does not allow constant gifts. But if your spouse knows how to get you, the gifts don't have to be big every time. I remember at my sister's wedding, my big sister's wedding, the pastor was saying, come home with a packet of PK and tell your wife, I was just thinking of you and I saw this PK and I bought it for you. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be a symbol to show how you've been thinking about her. It does not have to be a whole bouquet. It can be just a single stem of a rose. And you're like, baby, I was thinking about you. So if find out what your spouse's love language is and work at making sure that your spouse feels loved and satisfied. Thank you so much for watching. Uh, please remember to subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.